Everybody heard a joke about a priest, a rabbi, and a minister walking into a bar. But have you heard the one about a high priest, a bush doctor, and a minister of propaganda meeting up at a coffee shop to talk to a high scientist? What a thing to tell the king. WEED Propaganda Radio presents BTS, the Bush Tea Sessions.
When I said I met him in the evening, it's the same way.
So that's my stance on the thing, because regardless to what, it is some people and there's certain people, but at the end of the day, it still is also to each his own type of vibe, but it is a good perspective, which shout out to the originator of the thoughts and the topics, Ogino.
Do shout out, we like to do salutes, but yeah, salute to that man there, especially where he is.
Well, salute the king, you know, and the royal status of even bringing that as a point, you know what I'm saying? Which as soon as which you could give the people them a preview of what it is. Actually, you know what? Don't say no more. Let me let the people them hear it. All right, say no more. Listen.
Yo, so today's topic, man, we're gonna be talking about like some of the relationships and the relationship situations that I've been seeing anyway. I realize like people nowadays, they're afraid to step away because of the time invested in a. I don't want you to necessarily just base this on relationships. Majority of times you see the relationships because it's public, but this could also be business as well. You know what I mean? When people like, man, I already invest so much time into this product. So consider this. You in a situation that you invested, say 6 years, right? And you like, look, I might want to leave, but I already invest 6 years. I ain't going no place. We already built this. We're going to continue to build. So you stay. You know it's a toxic situation. You stay for another 4 years. No, that's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? No, that's 10 years. And the situation ain't necessarily changed because that person hasn't realized and their brain hasn't locked on to what needs to happen in your situation for it to work out. I feel like if certain things could work out, they could work out. But certain things you know ain't gonna work out and you just holding on. Maybe some of you need a roommate, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you need a business partner to front you money. I'm not certain, man. I'm just saying. You gotta start making these kind of decisions because at the end of the day, you gotta think about this. You should have made that decision in year 1 or 2 because now you could have started 4 more years with somebody new. You know what I mean? In a new direction with somebody new. In its totality, your relationship would have been completely different. Now it's 10 years gone. You know what I mean? In a situation that you knew wasn't going anywhere from year 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's all right.
So give me your take.
My take is first and foremost, all praise to the white Jesus for them man who could take it on the cheek. You know what I mean? Swallow whatever it is they gotta swallow. Whether it be that fucking yeasty, crusty pussy, whether that man gotta eat that ass or lick that bum, or you know what I mean? However the man got to survive the winter, all praises to our man. But hey, if my thing is this, right? I know where the man coming from, you know, and salute to Ogino one time. Salute to 4P one time. Anybody that's on Amazon platform, check out the thing. But that time invested, my lord, I know exactly what our brother talking about and how we can multiply within the blink of an eye. Mind you, multiply within a blink of an eye. And like the Lord say, if that thing ain't changed, you got to, you know what I mean? That shit would literally make you wish that you had a time machine, my lord. Because this is one thing I just preach, right? Poverty to richness. I don't care what industry, how much money they print, they could unprint it, they could do whatever. Gold, you could mine it, wherever. But water, burn it, steam it, you know what I mean? Rain, drought, But the only resource that once you waste it and you can't get it back is this thing called time. Mortals, human beings, I'm telling you, be cautious with the seconds. And I'm telling you, the seconds that you have on this planet, for they are finite. And if it ain't in the pursuit of happiness, like a Kanye Will Smith movie, I don't know what you're really doing, my lord.
But like the brother say, he say it's situations that you know is not going to work out.
So why invest? Why continue multiplying and doubling the time? This is like it's like jail. It's like going to jail for doing dumb fuck. Doing dumb fuck in jail and getting more time. Like you now have to comply with that situation. Like they're saying certain Caribbean islands, or I mean, I don't know what heritage you want to claim. When your hand is in the tiger mouth, you pat the head. But how long you want to keep your hand in the tiger mouth, dog?
Well, I gonna be the devil. The devil. I mean, be no advocate of the devil. I gonna just be the straight up devil on this one, right? What about if the person who knowing or work out, because I can see what you're saying. If you knowing or work out, knowing is half the battle, right?
Go Joe.
But I gonna try to speak for the people who don't knowing or work out, the people who have an overly optimistic sense of looking at things.
As I say, Danger, you may love everybody, I could only feel for them.
And see, I don't feel for people because either they knowing or they unknowing, because there is some people who say, man, they like what they're doing, so because they like it so much, it don't seem like...
If you have to eat a mustard stained yeast infected pussy night in and night out for shelter, right? I cannot love you. I can only feel for you, my bro.
Wow, that's kind of cruel, but for shelter, I don't...
A lot of people are investing these times because times is hard out here for a pimp. Rent is high, and you know what I mean? The devil you know is better than the devil that you don't know. And the man taking a lot of licks for shelter, my lord.
Okay, so you going from the perspective of a relationship, because there's two sides to it. It's relationships and it's business. You check?
But no, from the time that you're doing things for a roof over your head, for food on your plate, it becomes a business because this marriage is now your job. You have to work at keeping this thing going, or else you don't know how you're going to keep a roof over your head or food on the table.
That make it complex, because I mean, now you ain't doing what you need to do for self. You're doing it for the relationship only. You know what I'm saying? Because if you is a go-getter, if you out there making that bread, right, then you ain't doing it for the roof over your head.
My lord, even if you flip it, the coin on the head, it falls down to the woman who has to be caught in the same situation, sucking a yellow cardi dick because she don't know where she going to lay her head, or she don't know where she going to lay her turn her head. This relationship thing, this marriage thing, especially when you got to fucking do things, I mean, as I say, bite the tongue, bite the bullet or whatever, it's fucked up on both sides. So that's why I say blessings in the name of white Jesus to them who point up with it to this day.
So my question is, okay.
They're doing it in it for survival, not for love.
The people who in it for survival, I'll focus on that, right? Why not just start over then? If it's all about survival, right? Then ain't about survival, it's about comfortability. Because I think if it's about survival, the air is free. Like, you'll find water to drink. Like, then it's about comfortability, not actually survival.
Okay, right? You know what? It can't be like, okay, from how I interpret that what Gino was talking about it, it's like he was being more general with it. Because with man, it's about comfortability. But if you flip the coin on a woman, now it becomes a survival. Cause suppose that woman got you now. You know what I mean? Ain't about I could suck it up for myself and tough it out here. I gotta make sure these kids sort it out. So it's like, yeah, sometimes females get themselves in predicaments that normally they wouldn't be caught up into, but shit, you gotta take that lick, man.
But see, if I go specifically on the relationship side, right? Then I gonna look at it as whether or not they're doing it for comfortability or survival, right? I would more want to think they confuse in between what it used to be, maybe what it could be, versus the reality that, hey, this just ain't gonna work. You check. I think they're more confused. I don't think there could be no other reason that a person, I can't see a reason then, let's put it that way, with a person who in a situation wouldn't rather go sleep underneath a tree at a park than to continue the same vicious cycle, to use the terms of American media.
Man, I don't know if it's my title as a helper and a healer, or I don't know if it's because of where you're geographically located, but you try and tell me you don't know people. And I'm talking about people that's going through some fucked up shit that, you know what I mean, they know better than to go through, but, you know what I mean, they just won't leave.
I know one. I know one. But
I know that's why I say it, because I know.
Hold up. But my judgment on the one, and it ain't for me to judge, but if I was to try analyze the situation, I'm not sure how long they've been in a situation. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's been a year or 3 years. I'm really not sure. You know what I'm saying? But at what point, like, do a person say, because obviously there was a beginning, right? They had to be something that got them into the situation in the first place. How do we get from that initial attraction that brought them into the situation to them realizing that it's just not going to work?
Well, I did when Ochino say it will multiply where 5 turns into 10. That hit the nail on the head for me, because I know people like that 10 years later they're looking back like, God damn. I know people that's like 18 years later they're looking back like, God damn. So it's like, how the fuck did I end up here? You know what I'm saying? And that's tough. That is a tough pill to swallow, man, when you look at how mortal we really are as human beings. 18 years out of your, let's say, when people start fucking, around what time people start fucking and say they want to take somebody serious? Let's get a general age.
16?
16. So 18 plus 16 is what?
Oh, let's say 18. So start at 18.
18.
18 plus 18 is 36.
Damn, son. And from us, let's say an 82-year life, take away 36.
Hey, look at it from that perspective. That still leave 40 something.
Yeah, man, like, and we just talking about your love life. We ain't factor in work, we ain't factor in sleep. So it's really smaller than you think. That's why in the beginning of the program I said value your seconds. Do not waste your seconds, because, man, 10 years in a relationship that you know is going nowhere, my lord, think of the accomplishments, the goals, think of the money. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to make this broken vessel work, think of the money you could have saved or made. Because remember, these things don't magically fix. It takes time, effort, and usually money to try to mend these comfortability problems. Compatibility, comfort problems.
I really I try and even look through my contacts now to see if there's anybody I could refer and say like, cause
A woman
honestly,
need to get some pom pom and this on the air to
let's
vent
see,
the estrogen.
cause 10 years is a long time, yes.
Hey, man, so imagine 18, imagine 20, imagine like 40 something, like you say the people them were arguing.
But I looking at it as I try and see the perspective, and I could only see the perspective as some of them were saying, man, I think it gonna work, I think it gonna work, I think it gonna work. Man, I could make this work. Some of them were looking into their powers and saying, man,
when you say that, you sound like you talking about the elders, where the elders would stay just for family values. But nah, these motherfuckers now these days don't know the morals. These motherfuckers doing it for rent and shelter. Confessions to the Lord.
Okay,
right?
so let me throw something in. Let me throw something into the air. Let's take away that. Say a man have children, right? But he don't have no children with a woman, right? But the woman is the breadwinner, right? She's the breadwinner. She's the owner of the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him something. Let's say he don't drive.
All right.
But she don't drive because she can't be perfect. So she don't drive, right? He don't drive. So she's breadwinner, but he don't drive. Okay, you call it chauffeur. But okay. I'm glad you say chauffeur. Let me see now. So you call him chauffeur, but say no, he can't be chauffeur because maybe he likes. Say he have a car every fuck. He get couple ride every fuck. But say he license revoke now. Let's start toss that into the mix.
Where he license revoke. I mean he got right, but he can't drive.
Okay, he got right, but he can't drive.
Something like franchise.
Right? But then now, she the cook, clean, do the laundry, iron.
Well, we're trying to find this feed from, man.
Right, just say like, okay, but then now, let's say now he's a bobo dread, right?
12 tribe.
And he born the Babylon system and now work for nobody and wait. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But now she not only got a job, but she don't run a business too. Right?
So if she running a business, why she can get him out of job? Or his job is a chauffeur.
Let's say her job, her business running with her, it ain't big enough to take on employees.
Or he just don't need it. He qualified.
You check? But we say all of this here to say now that okay, she don't drive. Cause a lot of women don't drive. Like, you know, like my mother don't drive. You know what I mean? So that's why I saying she don't drive. Cause my mother, if I was to say the only thing about my mother is like my mother is I would see her as the typical above average woman where she don't drive but she overly independent. You know what I mean? But yet still she helpful. You know what I mean? So say this woman like that, so her the thing is she might be a nag. Let's show that it too. Cause a lot of women be nag. She naggy, you know. She emotional. She affection. She's a affection seeker, you know. But the man now overly honest, right?
Not overly honest. Like, give me an example of overly honest for the audience.
Like some man may feel like,
if the pussy stink, he willing to say the pussy stink.
yeah, well, that ain't even about being honest. That. Why wouldn't you be honest about that? But I mean, like, you know, like maybe like, let's say like, if he sleep out, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I ain't gonna use it again. Everything says.
Nah, I ain't even saying that. It's like, look, the situation was right and I ain't not fucking that. You know what I mean?
Continue.
You know what I mean? But let's say now he married and it was any vows that, you know?
He gave franchises correct because he don't know about anybody that overtly honest, but it takes away and that was more power to them.
He in he vows now, he tell his wife, like, look, I gonna always be a man and me ain't gonna try to stop giving in to my fleshly indulgences.
Basically, right? Yeah, same.
But she now want, like every woman, a monogamous relationship. So in a situation like that, right? Which one of them gonna know that the situation ain't gonna work? Both of them, one of them, or how who would know? Who would be the person to know?
Honestly, from that situation there, right? And this is just me going up on the mountain and coming back real quick. Me ain't care what religion or denomination. That man is sucking pussy, man.
What?
I tell you.
What you telling me? I last now, man. Cause I know you gonna make, you know, you talking like you were eating chicken, man. What kind of buck coming to me with, man?
Because, right, the only thing, right, that would have a woman doing all of that, knowing all of that, and still, like, cause basically she wants for nothing, yes? Yes, I can. Yeah, the only thing is, like, he gotta be doing something good that she ain't getting. It gotta be that.
The man is a good protector.
You know, so his woman is in any harm's way.
Hey.
But
you're saying,
okay,
should
you tell me why you disagree.
No, cause I asked him because now, do she know that he ain't going no place? Or do he know he ain't going no place? Because he can't take the nagging either. You know what I mean?
But no, it sounds like he choosing to stay. And the reason she ain't kicking he out is he got to be doing something good. And that's the only thing I get from the mountain, that this man, you know what I mean, he became strong.
Okay, let's put it this way. He chooses to say because he figure, hey, why should I leave? You know what I mean? Like to get back to what Gino was saying is like, he figuring, man, he ain't gonna work out to be perfect, but I gonna make it work out to be wherever it could be. Instead of I gonna just keep building. They say I got a good little foundation, so I gonna keep building on top of it.
But no, because Ogino did distinctively say that it's not going anywhere. That's not building, my love.
Yeah, but some people is some perception and reality is two different things. You see what I'm saying? So some people perception of building is, instead of really building, they just digging a more of a deeper hole. Check. But in that progression of time, their perspective was, hey, I gonna do this. But see now, in agreeing with Ogino is like, I see it as much easy as just starting fresh. You know what I mean? As much as you don't like it, as much as
my Lord, and this is what I'm telling you from insider knowledge. the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. A lot of man ain't trying to fucking throw dice and crap out twice, dog. Because it's one thing to crap out when you already got this structure that you can deal with, but now you might end up with a worse bitch, my lord, that probably ain't even looking as good or fucking as good, but treating you twice as fucking bad. You know what I mean? This goes back to one of our early episodes. White woman that choose to expose the fucking broke man and not the beater. I don't know, but it's a fucking huge degree to the amount of pressure that apply when they're doing it, though. God
Okay.
damn, they go put a nigga on blast.
Okay, so let me look at it this way then. So, with what you just said, right? I could see that to debate, because I ain't want to totally agree and I ain't want to disagree, but to debate Ogino initial comment, right? Some of them probably just stay instead of starting over due to fear of failure again, or repeated failure, or fear of ending up in a worse situation than the current.
My boy, it comes down to nothing more than a numbers game, right? And since you bring up Ogino, right? I ain't even so want to bring up Las Vegas, but let's say LA and New York, right? For instance, right? You might be in a situation, I mean, give you both examples. You might be in a situation with a chick, right? Boom, she got her apartment situation, right? Bam. You might find another chick, yes, but this chick might be living with her man. So you can't weasel your way in there. You might find another chick. Yeah, this chick might be living with her mother. You can't weasel you in there. So it's just like you gotta play the odds so you can find another independent chick, and then you still gotta deal with the chick that you got. Same chick, same thing as with a man. Boom. You might find a fucking girl, but you know what I mean, she might be taken. So yeah, you can't be sleeping at her crib and you ain't got nowhere to fuck her, so she can't. So it's like you ain't got no money for the hotel, she gotta constantly be paying for the hotel, them kind of how long you can keep that going. It, like, trust me, it's endless, especially if you got kids, or especially if you got kids, you've been to jail, you sell dope, like, yeah, them all kind of thing off your head to, like, you know what I mean, not want to give you fucking shelter where you might have to go and seek shelter for ulterior means, you know what I mean, because as a convicted felon, you can't get an apartment, like, shit like that, like, you got a record. So it's like, that shit, that, it puts people in some fucked up situations, and like the man said, I know Vegas is one of those places that went through the mortgage crisis. You know what I mean? A lot of people lost their homes, so a lot of people are living with people because they have nowhere else to go, so they're putting up with shit. I'm talking about women who's there, who probably know their children are being molested, but yeah, shit, this nigga putting a roof over her head. Like, what the fuck we going to do about it? You know what I mean? Better than being out in the street getting robbed or like whatever. You know what I mean? People with gambling problems, it's like, yeah, they lost their shit, so they have no other choice but to not even live in a real home. You shacking up in a trailer, you shacking up in an RV in somebody's trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Just because things are fucking tight.
In a situation that you knew wasn't going anywhere.
I need to find the part where you say about. I gotta find the part. Wait.
You gotta start making these kind of decisions, because at the end of the day, you gotta think about this. You should have made that decision a year ago. You should for another 4 years. No, that's 10 years.
I need to.
I feel like if certain things can work out, it can work out. But certain things you know ain't gonna work out, and you just holding on. Maybe some of you need a roommate. I don't know.
That's the part.
Maybe some of you need a business partner to front you money. I'm not certain, man. I'm just.
See, like, that's the part there. You check, hear the man say, you know, certain people, like, they need a business partner or a roommate.
Well, that's what a lot of these marriages is. They're partnerships. That's why you say it comes to the point where it becomes a business. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, see, then that's pausing on me, boy. Because I guess that's where I agree with Ogino. Like, my name is sorting. You check, me sorting, you know. You check? I is a single entity who I'm like, you know, I have roots, yes, but I is the fucking one stem that try and shoot more branches. You know what I mean? I'm not certain, so that's why I think I'm having a hard time even wrapping my brain around it because like I don't. That's why my name is sorting, cause I don't line with sorting type of people. You know what I mean? I don't deal with certains. You know
So
what I
in
mean?
other words, you know what you like.
Eh?
In other words, you know what you like.
I know what I into.
You know
It
you
ain't even about likes. I don't deal with likes. I don't. That's why I don't bun Facebook. I don't deal with likes. I'm not that person. Like
he
you know what I'm
gave
saying?
he gave you danger money in the social medias.
Not
Okay.
the social medias, my lad. I don't bun Facebook.
Facebook, okay, to be particular, Facebook that we streaming off of right now.
You
Salute
see
to
what
that.
I'm saying? Because it's just like Facebook. Certain people are be on Facebook and all they bring in is grief to their life. So they know for again with Facebook don't work for them. But
But guess
every
what?
day
You
it
know
are
who
still
them people is?
signing.
You know who them people is who just sharing grief on Facebook? Them people who living in them same situations and the only place they
Yeah,
can
but
vent
me,
is
me,
through
me
social
even
media.
mean the one them who sharing beef. I mean the one them who beef reaching them. And they have the choice to sign into this thing. They have the choice to deactivate this app. But every day.
Hey boy, listen to me though. You hear what you saying, right? They got some man out here and some woman out here in some living conditions, right? Where they can't even talk to the spouse, you hear? Or else it's threat of throw out a bad kind of fuck. So the only person they could say,
Give me a time about it. Give me a time about it. Give me a time about it. Woo!
let me get some tea. Let me be up on
Rick,
this kind of man
Rick,
and telegram.
Rick Flair. Woo! On a bitch. It's time. You know what I mean? Because now you still don't have nothing. What you were doing with all that time? Like playing with yourself, plucking your bum hairs or
Nah,
something? Like,
he was trying to fix the unfixable. Invested 10 years into nothing but that. Because all
I
that people could tell each other is I love you, that's all they could say.
I personally feel, and there's a relationship therapist that I'm so sorry I can't give her the credit for it, but she came to I met her. She was speaking at a conference at St. Thomas University, someplace around the year. I want to say maybe like two, 2000. You know
That's
what I
up
mean?
the most high.
2000, 2001, right? And her thing was in a relationship, you have to be a whole entity by yourself before you even think about entering into a relationship. And I think piggybacking off of what she said, I think that's the problem in a situation like, oh, a person in something and they know it ain't gonna work, but then they try make it work, and then before you know it, 1 year turn into three, three turn into six, six turn into 10. I think is because them people don't be whole people. So that's the only way I could think about it.
I love danger and I'm so grateful to the most high for Bush Tea sessions because I learned this from Bush Tea sessions. The reason why them people end up in them fuck is because they're nice. And you of all people know that nice means
No, but me. I think certain people
them
are.
is fool.
I think certain people impartial.
Them is fool.
They're impartial. They're impartial to self. You know, if you encompass self, then you will notice that hey, I am full. I am God. I am spirit. I am body. You know, I am blood. I am skin. You gonna notice. But if you're not, you ain't gonna be confident. An impartial person have levels of what I would say insecurities where if the person they with is filling their voids of insecurities, right? Being the fact that they're not whole, if the person they with that they wasting their time around knowing ain't gonna work is making them feel the closest to whole as possible, I could see where the time the pass. But I think that it is a problem. But because I is I deal with I and I, you know.
Danger about to make franchise dread.
I don't deal with I and I don't deal with the O. I don't deal with the half. I don't deal with the an.
I don't care what sex, right? But what insecurities you talking about after the age of 14 years old, man?
The man, I am tapping into the feminine, the more estrogen side right now. Women deal with insecurities, my lad. A lot of women are in. A lot of women are in.
If that woman, and I'm throwing air quotes up here for the Spotify and the Apple Podcast massive. If that woman is insecure after 14 years old, she is not a woman. I'm sorry. She's still a girl parading around with an adult hairy pussy.
Regardless to what? They still in a relationship.
Yeah, but any man should know that when they with a woman of an insecure juvenile mind, that this ain't going to go nowhere. You got some issue. What we call it is, you have some issues that you need to walk out. I wish you best on your future endeavors.
Okay, let me burn the man them now, because some of the man them is who I got blame for picking up these women and dragging them along for so long. Why the man them couldn't just say, you know what? It make no sense. Let me just let you go.
That not all male or men, and some of these guys out there just naked looking pussy, you know what I mean? I may say I don't love them people, but I can only see them for them people. That's why I say a lot of children they get born off the hand years, and that's why you got so much poor people around the place. A child is what planning for.
But see, that I think this is what happening in today's world. A lot of relationships what could be compared to businesses what been failing from the beginning. Then when it gets close to relinquishing all the assets and liquidating everything, here comes a loan, you could call it.
Oh, don't let that happen. Don't let that fucking nigga or that fucking bitch got to be put out because of fucking Captain Saber who come in the picture. Man, that's
what I mean like what happened when now they end up having a child now. Now they have a commitment to
now they have assets in the business. Now they have assets that you got to liquidate. Well,
no.
See, this is what happened. That's where a lot of people they get personal with the business. Is like, okay, for instance, like as I always say, as a female, like you're the guy that went to cut the umbilical cord, you check. And like if some of these fucking bondings with jobs, as a job, you see how your teen, how your preteen acted. Like if this fuck was a fucking McDonald's, Wendy's, or wherever, you would have fired them or you'd have keep them on. You'd have let the business sink or you'd have, you know what I mean, let them go so they could learn their lesson and come back more capable. A lot of sheltering to be going on, my lord. And that is, you know what I mean, initially bad for business, bad for these people go out into the wall with sheltered skills, sheltered feelings, and then the brutal wall ain't going to take on to that fuck, like, you know what I mean? At the end, who you really hurting?
Ja Rastafari, hey. Whoa, hey, whoa. Yeah, hear me no kill a cat. Cause some boy no recognize say you're the biggest blood clad selector around here, you know. Yeah, I listen, I danger D, I'm a bridging for life, no watch nothing. Whoa, I triple spin sound free and the world is yours and take control of your life, of course. Can't be held down by no evil force. Who the most I bless, no wizard can curse. Knowledge is the key, then the world is yours and take control of your life, of course. Can't be held down by no evil force. Who the most I bless, no man curse. Triple spin with all that Jah created. Why can't we just live as one? There's food and clothes and shelter for triple spin to spread to everyone. With loyalty and humbleness, you shall inherit the earth. earth. Know your purpose in creation. Triple spin, know what life hurt and black people free. And the world is yours and they control. Life of course can't be held on by no evil force. Who the most I bless, no wizard can curse. Knowledge is the key than the world. And they control of your life of course. Can't be held down by no evil force. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, false rulers of the earth at war for power and domain. And the cost of living gets so high the poor and needy can't sustain. With righteousness exalt and harmony flow through every heart. With the love and the blessings flowing through triple spin sound. Can't depart, black people be free cause the world is